In the closing years of the Sengoku era, Japan was consumed by perpetual conflict. The fires of war raged on, spreading deep into the mountains, to the land of Ashina.
Is the war finally over?
General Tamura is no more!
Master swordsman Isshin Ashina staged a bloody coup and wrested control of the land.
What's the matter, Stray? Nothing left to lose? Well, would you look at that? Fascinating. Will you join me, starving wolf?
On that day, a young cub was taken from the battlefield. He trained relentlessly, and indeed, went on to become a master shinobi.
Listen, Wolf. You must never forget the Shinobi Code. As your father, my word is absolute. Your master's is a close second. As of today, he is your master. Defend him with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost. You understand me, don't you, Wolf?
Some 20 years after Isshin's coup, the Ashina clan was on the brink of collapse. And the shinobi, known as Wolf, had lost everything. Both the man who took him in and the boy he had sworn to protect.
Shinobi, open your eyes. For the sake of your master.
Welcome to Sekiro. This is a video game. It's a little bit difficult. Might have heard of it. Just a little bit. I can't even jump up walls. That's great. Anyway, this is probably up there with one of my favorite games. I don't really know as much about it as other people, that's for sure. But that's mainly because of my play style. By the way, I shimmied across this wall. You can totally just double jump across it like this. So, I remember when this game came out, there was a lot of discussion about whether or not the game needs an easy mode, and, well, I can tell you right now, it doesn't. When this game came out, I wasn't even in the FromSoft community. I have never played a Souls game in my life when it came out. It wasn't until about 2 years later that I've played Dark Souls 1 for the first time, and Dark Souls 1 is such a good game. Probably won't cover it ever, though.
You did well to come here. It's been too long, Wolf.
I've come to free you, my lord.
Well then. Raise your head. Kusabimaru, your sword. My shinobi. In accordance with the bond of Lord and Retainer, you will pledge your life in my service.
As you command.
Loyal Wolf, I see you are wounded. I have something that may help. It is a special gourd of medicinal waters. Use it to heal your wounds.
My lord.
Now then, were you gravely injured? Afterward?
After what?
Do you not remember that night?
I do not.
No. We'll talk about it later. Right now, we must escape Ashina Castle.
As you say.
There's a secret passage beneath the moat bridge that will take us out of the castle. Lord Ishin told me about it once. I ask you to find that secret passage. Once you find it, signal me with a reed whistle. You know, like you used to long ago. I will join you as soon as I hear it. Wolf, do you have something for me?
Okay, so the healing gourd in this game is really important. I don't think it's pretty much your Estus flask. I don't think healing in this game is as important as in other From Software games, but it's still something nice that's to get. Now, the whole argument about if Sekiro needs an easy mode is honestly extremely ridiculous because you're already playing on easy mode.
This is for you, my lord.
It's from that time. So you noticed then. I see.
I'd like to ask that you keep this for me, my lord.
But this charm has protected you all this time. It's held your suffering at bay. I do not wish for you to suffer any more than you already have. That is why I ask you to keep it in your possession.
Suffering is what I desire, so please, allow me to return it to you.
I understand. Thank you. The path before you will now be fraught with more hardships than ever before. But knowing you, you'll overcome them. I believe in you, brave wolf.
You have chosen the path of further hardships. We are now on hard mode. So, what does that mean for a game that's already really difficult? It means that we have to deflect perfectly, or we die. No exceptions. I mean, if you have a lot of vitality, you can kind of tank things, but not really. Tanking's not really a thing in here. If you don't know what deflections are, is this guy not going to attack me? That's a deflection. Deflections and blocks are two different things. That's a block. As you can see, I'm taking chip damage. That's not good. A lot of the time, you block when you want to deflect because you mistime something. It's very common, especially if you're doing, like, panic blocks, which I'm guilty of doing every now and then. Anybody who's ever played this game, really, is guilty of panic blocking. This guy's showing that there's multiple death blows. He does not drop a prayer bead, so I'm not actually going to kill him. I'll talk about prayer beads a little bit later. There is an intended path through here. I'm sorry, I haven't used it in a long time, so I don't really know where it is. I always drop down here, if I can do that. Jump across this little gap with a... Okay! I suck at the video game. Hold on. Oh, wait, I can just jump back here. I jump across this little gap with a double jump, and then I jump off this corner onto this platform. This is where we're going anyway. I believe you, like, shimmy across the bridge, usually. I'm just not about that life.
Wolf, you found it. Now let us leave this place.
Yes, my lord.
To think that this is the only way, to run from the fated bloodline, is the only answer.
The divine heir. Last we stood together was your uncle's funeral.
Lord Genichiro. Thank you.
Leave this to me.
So the noble shinobi stands in our way.
This is Genichiro. I guess the first boss of the game, but if you lose to this guy, don't sweat it. You can't actually win. Well, actually, you can, but it's scripted.
Is that all the shinobi has to offer? The divine heir will be coming with me.
So you're awake. Looks like death is not your fate. Just yet.
So, it's time to start the game proper, I guess. Now we're going to be facing enemies that are actually sort of difficult. I mean, most of them aren't, but some of them can be quite a pain, especially considering hard mode's on. Before I go on, I actually just want to show this guy off, because it took me 5 playthroughs to realize that this guy was even in the game.
Never seen you before. Your name? Won't tell me. But you do have the look of a skilled shinobi. A shinobi. Or perhaps... Sir, please heed my humble request. Face me in battle. Damn. Still alive. That swordsmanship. It was a thing to behold. Few have managed to kill me in such a thorough manner.
What are you?
Some call it undying. Others, infested. I can't die, so I just am. How about you? What brings you to a rundown temple like this? Seems you have a lot on your mind. Say, why don't you use me for some sword practice? Might come in handy for whatever your mission is. A warm body that can't die might prove useful to you. I volunteer mine. Well?
Very well.
Right then. Let's go. They say swinging one sword is a cure for boredom.
So, this guy offers various tutorials. I'll do the deflection one just to show it off. I don't really have a need for these, because I feel like I'm already pretty good at the game. But, as you can see, those are deflections. Deflecting instead of blocking in this game is very important. If I just hold the block, I'm losing a lot of what's called posture. And you might see at the bottom that it's going up. It's like a reverse health bar, kind of. It goes up instead of down. And when it's at the very top, your stance is broken, leaving you open to a lot of attacks. The enemies have a bit of a different effect. If their posture is broken, it leaves them open to, like, be killed, or to perform what's called a death blow. Some enemies can actually survive multiple death blows. But the thing about deflections is not only do you not take posture, well, you take posture damage, but you don't take enough, your opponent actually takes the posture damage for you. And if you perfectly deflect, even if your posture is all the way maxed out, your stance will not be broken. So as long as you deflect, you're fine. That's easier said than done, though. So you can unlock some later moves later in the game, and you can come to him for tutorials on it. Again, I probably won't come back here. I might come back here way later in the game for a reason, but it won't be for tutorials. Anyway, we have a grappling hook because our left arm was replaced after it kind of got cut off. Very sad. Welcome to Ashina Outskirts, the first, like, real area of the game, if you don't count, like, the reservoir. But these are idols. These are pretty much bonfires from Dark Souls. You don't actually recover health when you rest. Well, not when you rest. When you sit at them automatically, you actually have to press the rest button, which in some ways is kind of annoying, but in other ways is kind of better. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. Movement in Sekiro is kind of fun because you can, like, run across rooftops and stuff. It's very cool. Is there shurikens in here, or is it a gourd seed? The shuriken. I won't be using prosthetic tools. Okay, I'm gonna go to the left. I'm trying to be stealthy, because these guys... I kind of have the same problem that I had with, like, FNAF. like, the early enemies are so slow that they feel harder than some of the late enemies because my muscle memory is for those. So if you can get a stealth death blow. This guy takes 2. And now we only need to actually take him down once. That is called a perilous attack. Perilous attack does not mean that it's always undeflectable. It does mean that sometimes, but not always. That's a common misconception. Some perilous attacks actually can be deflected. Yeah, I'm actually gonna drink a gourd seed. There we go. But that is like a sweeping attack, and most sweeping attacks like that actually can't be deflected. So it's much better to actually jump over, and if you press jump while you're above an enemy, you'll actually do a good bit of posture damage. And first boss is down. This guy drops a prayer bead. Prayer beads are kind of like heart pieces from Zelda. If you get 4 of them, you can upgrade your health and posture. So, as I was trying to say, this playthrough will not technically be 100%. I will be getting all prayer beads, and I will be getting all memories, but I will not be getting all prosthetic tools or all upgrades, simply because that's just not the way I play. I prefer to go through the game sword only, and just skill my way through everything. I don't really like the prosthetic tool system. I will use weapon arts, though, because weapon arts are cool. But if I'm being honest, I'll probably only use 1, maybe 2. There's also a lot of endings in the game. There's like 4 of them. I'll be going like for somewhere in the middle. Actually, I'm going to go for Purification ending because it allows me to hit all bosses and it doesn't make me do a bunch of obscure stuff. Okay, he needs a bell. He needs a bell. Oh, no. He basically just said offer the bell that his mother gave him to the Buddha statue. Okay, I'm gonna have to run away because this is actually kind of rude. That is kind of an issue I have with Sekiro, specifically with NPCs that are in the middle of like areas like this. It just can be really annoying if you get enemy aggro. It's not usually an issue because most of the NPCs that you'd actually talk to are like in like kind of safe areas, but it is a little bit annoying. Sitting at idols, even if you don't want to rest, is always worth it because it unlocks it as a fast travel point. Okay, so over here, this is a boss that a lot of people have trouble with. I kind of get it. I used to have trouble with him too. Can I kill this guy with stealth? If you don't know why I want to kill the back guy instead of this guy, that would be a lot easier. It's because this guy's annoying to take down. Okay, that was really not that great, but we did get him. Like this one, you could just spam right bumper and you usually kill him. The other one's not really the case. Anyway, here's our second boss. This is Chained Ogre. One thing that people do that is just not good is that they lock onto him. Don't lock onto him. Don't even bother. Because all of his perilous attacks are undeflectable. And he has a lot of them. The main thing that you want to look out for is a grab. Because it will like insta-kill you. So keep locked off and keep behind him. When he flops like this, it's also a good chance for like 3 swings. Never stay in front of him because he will hit you. He's like very slow until he's not. He will catch you off guard if you're not keeping ahead of him. You hit a few hits when he's stunned, but make sure you recognize when he's coming out of the stun. Okay, and his first phase is down. He still has another phase though. It's pretty much the exact same thing. I don't even think he gains any new attacks. You just have to do it again. And I think that might be why people have so much trouble with him. By the way, if you accidentally turned on hard mode or you just regret turning it on, you can give it back to the sculptor at Diablo de Temple and it will revert the game back to normal mode. However, you can only do it once.
wolf, take my blood and live again.
And what I mean by that is, once you revert it back to normal mode, you cannot go back to hard mode. It's like a one-time dealio. You have to wait until you start a new game. So, you might have noticed that I just started living again. And yeah, that's the main mechanic of this game. You can revive up to once. Sometimes, like 2 or 3 times. But you have to get death blows in between every resurrection. And you actually have to have them available. So, I'm very sketched out because I don't want him to hit me. Okay, he's gone. As you saw earlier, that grab will literally insta-kill you from full health. It's rough. I'm gonna go back and rest because we actually have another boss right after this. Okay, so this next boss is really, really annoying, and it's not because the boss itself is difficult. It's because it is, like, covered by, like, 11 enemies. Like, there's way too much enemies. Then ninjutsu, I don't know. My apologies if it's not. I don't even really pay attention to the ninjutsus. I don't think it is. I don't think... Yeah, I don't even have any of them. What is that? Okay, so... The main tactic here, really, is to take out these enemies one by one if you can. This guy's actually watching. Okay. I'm just gonna die. Sometimes you gotta recognize when things just aren't worth reviving for. And that's one of those times. Okay, now that I killed that guy, I'm going to... Somebody saw me. I don't know who, though. I'm gonna go around. I think that if I do enough laps around here, I'll be fine. Sure, I'll take a free death blow on the boss. Definitely do not mind that. Then I'm gonna run away because I don't think I'm gonna be able to survive that. Oh, did he regain his death blows? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know that was possible. I thought once they were gone, they were gone. Huh. Okay, so I guess there's no sense of death blowing him until I'm ready to take him down. Okay, could you stop? Could you stop? Okay, and cool. He sees me now too. I'm gonna run away because I'm like not in a position to fight him with 2 death blows because I only have 1 death blow. Like if I die, I'm dead. For some reason... Whoa! 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 I did not know that you knew this place existed! Okay, I'm just gonna run away. Okay, he lost me. I don't know where he is, though. So did he lose me, or did I lose him? Okay. Okay. Now it's at least a semi-fair fight. No, get out of there. Get out of there. No! Wait, wait! I don't know where I got this... Where? Okay, whatever. No! I should have tried to dodge that thrust. So I think the stealthiest way to get over here is like through this ledge and not the grapple. Which is something I knew in practice, but I kept forgetting. Okay, okay, that was really stupid. That's hilarious. Okay, I wanted to backstab you, but I'll just take the quick kill, and now I'm gonna run, because literally everyone's on to me. Ow! I do not appreciate that. Well, that's dumb. Yeah, I'm just fighting these enemies normally at this point. Are these guys weak to thrust attacks? I never knew. I always wondered why they were so annoying to kill. Okay, I'm gonna run away from you because I want that free death blows. See ya. I'm gonna wait till he's outside because fighting him indoors just sounds like a recipe for disaster. And thank you for the death blow, sir. I'm just gonna keep attacking you. No! Okay, okay, that was scary. I tried to... That was so close. These early bosses are like really... They're really stressful because you don't really have much health or anything. It was like every hit kind of counts. Whee! Thank you for the idol.